Coaching mistake I made this week because as my business is gaining momentum, my clients are getting success. People can feel energetically that my business is gaining vibration. Remember that we're all energetic beings and we can feel these things and we can feel that shift. I'm also seeing that shift in how people treat me and how they react to me and interactions one on one as well. And I had this instant happen twice with I was like, why are people pitching to work with me rather than purchasing my services? Now, here's two things: what they mean by doing that, but also my mistake why they're doing that as well. Sometimes people want to be coached through proximity. So they see your value and they want your value. The way that people can get free access to your energy and your insights by working with you. Affected by your message, but they don't know how to receive it because anytime we're doing powerful work like this or healing work like this, I see this happen all the time. It will ignite something in my clients, and sometimes it takes them a while to kind of come back around or to follow up with me because this is intense work and healing isn't linear. So sometimes you might hear a message and maybe your body, your nervous system can't handle it right now. And that's okay. Sometimes we have so many things going on in life where we just can't handle another thing to work on or another thing to go through because I was just there. I just went through that because I had real life trauma that's happened to me that I've had to overcome. So my body couldn't handle more stress. My body couldn't handle me being seen, and my body couldn't handle other people's insights on me because I was still healing my own self concept. I think that was so important for me to go through because that trauma gave me insights to other people that have trauma so I can coach them differently and not shame them into submission, opening space and creating that space for them when they are ready to come back. Doing it just for myself wasn't giving me fulfillment. And that's why I had to create a whole new business and do this for and with other people because as they grow and learn, I'm growing and learning. So it also keeps me on top of my game. Part of this whole business is continuously learning and being open to learning, but sometimes certain things happen in life where we can't be open to learning during that time. But that doesn't mean you're not making progress. It just means you need to take a step back and you need to ground yourself and you need to balance your nervous system before you can jump back in. And that's totally okay. This is a me problem is people are confused with the power dynamic because I've changed my business identity. This is the third or fourth time I've changed my business identity. First ever business on social media created was called SD Bestie. Someone trademarked that name, so I ended up having to lose that business identity because they trademarked it for me and ended up selling the exact same products that I sold. And it was like a whole thing for a second. Such a powerful business that people still recognize me as SD Bestie, like even in public to this day. Someone on Hinge said, "Are you SD Bestie?" Like, how random is that? And I created that entity out in California, and someone recognized me in Texas from that. So we can dive deeper into why that was such a strong business identity and why it still follows me and why it still follows me, even though someone trademarked my name. Since I was transitioning from SD Bestie, like, hey, we're besties, to I have something valuable to say, we need that energy exchange before you can have access to it. That's a whole different power dynamic because I'm also naturally empathetic. I want people to heal. I want to just give to every single person that I see all the time. But I also have to value my time and my energy, especially if you guys want to continue to get valued advice from me. If I'm not taken care of and if I'm not taking care of my life, then I will have nothing to give you. There needs to be some type of respect and energy exchange. And one thing that I'm learning, it's a whole new dynamic for me to manage. It was so much easier for me to sell products than for me to jump into selling myself in a way. And it was a very weird space for me to jump into. Like, how do I sell myself and my advice? And how do I even price myself on that? And is this really what it was worth? And since I've raised my prices and I've raised my worth, I want people to see healing and results. And I started getting clients telling me that they're getting results. And I was like, perfect, bam, okay. Now they're getting results. Now we can jump into this. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to meet myself at that price.